I didn't say that. Ooh, what up, though? Without any further ado, I mean, I'm pretty fucking jealous myself, and I'm pretty sure you probably are too. But we've got the return of our friend, the American Kaiju, Miss Lindsay Snow, who is apparently poolside. Who, let me tell you, the blooper reel before the show was stuff of legend. I'm just saying.
Y'all better give me some money off that.
Shit, I gotta have some. I'm broke as shit.
Wait a minute, we're making money over here?
Right.
Wait, we're getting paid for this? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm out here
So-
gold.
Hell, I mean,
Now, let's-
you're
let's
already
just-
having a better time than us, but how the hell you been? It's been a long time since we've gotten to chat last. Like I said, the last time I saw you, I was in Jacksonville, ironically for Revolution, which they just had that happen last year. So it's been about a year, man. It's been a good time. How are you?
Yeah, it has. I'm stoked to be back. Yeah, a lot's changed, but as you can see, I'm doing pretty all right. I'm not gonna complain. I'm out here in a pool in March, and y'all out there in long sleeves.
And then
I'm
she
feeling
comes
like
on
a
our
damn
shit.
polar bear in my jacket.
She's got the
We're
best
floating in a
podcast
pool.
background I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie.
I know, man. I thought I was doing something with the light up sign, and
I
then
thought I
she
was
just.
doing good over here. Look at all this, and then I'm
I
like,
got a
look at
light up sign.
she's got a pool,
It just says "F you." I'm from Florida.
pretty much.
All right. Well, that's as good a place as any to start. So, FU, you're from Florida. So, the last time we talked to you, you were rocking with the handle Kaiju Power. Now I see that you've changed it to the Florida Man. So, is that because some Florida Man type shit happened, or can you please elaborate? Did you get struck by Florida Man? I mean, I know that motherfucker runs
Okay.
rampant down there.
Well, yeah, I feel like I'm the epitome of the female from Florida. So one day I was just like, yo, I'm a Florida ma'am. Like, how appropriate is that? And like, then I did some dumb shit right after I said that. And then like my friends were like, yes, do this. And then like I searched on Instagram and Twitter to see if that handle was took already. And it wasn't. So lo and behold, you have
So,
raising
That's-
your
Go ahead.
person, the Florida
That's
ma'am.
that's one thing I can say. Coming, to the podcast is covering the MMA side. The wrestlers just have the nicknames way beat. All the MMA guys, man, they really struggle with the nicknames. But
Dude,
all these
it's
wrestlers,
so hard
the
to get
the
hit in
Florida
head
ma'am.
and
I
the
mean, come
smart.
on, that's a home run right there. That's a great.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's
one of
hard.
our OG hosts, Kyle, in the comments, KO3C After Dark.
Pretty much, you're right. It's perfect. I'm telling you. Hey, look at
Hey, man, I'm not mad about it. I'm kind of mad because it's kind of fucking cold here, but at least I'm not super mad because, I mean, we're going to link up in a few weeks in Dallas Mania week. So we're going to get to that in a little bit. But like I said, the last time we talked to you, you had banged up your knee and all that good stuff. So tell me
I'm out here
about
doing physical therapy right now.
I know, man. So tell me about the recovery with the knee. How are you feeling? How do you feel to be back in the ring? I mean, you've already got some pretty dope stuff announced. How's everything that way?
Got a lot of stuff that's hidden in the shadows. I don't know. All I can say is that Mania week is going to be pretty rad for me. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff that's about to pop off. And just like honestly, like hold on, sorry.
Kathy's over here backing
Oh,
you up.
don't-
Don't be hating on our 85 degrees.
Uh,
All right, I
I'm
am hating on your 85 degrees,
I'm
damn it.
jealous, man. I'm
I'm
jealous.
appreciating from a distance. That's what I'm doing. I'm wishing.
Yeah, I'm
jealous as hell.
appreciating from a distance, but I wish I was not in the cold.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they go ahead and have Mania one time, if they have it in Jacksonville, y'all can all come over and party.
Oh shit. Oh
But
shit.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
these boys
I,
know how to party
I
too. I tell you what.
oh, what's up? I didn't hear
I
the
know
last part.
these dudes know how to party. Trust me.
Oh,
Fuck
dude.
you.
Yeah. Hang out with
TP
me.
Creepy was something else. I fucked up. I should have shot my shot at Link. I know.
We got like what?
Can't ever live that one down, can you, Kyle?
I can't. I really can't, dude. Fuck you.
That next year.
Anyways.
Next year's coming.
I was just gonna say, like, rehabbing my knee, it was super difficult. It got sad at some points, you know, because you're like seeing all your homies that like came up with you, and you see them like killing it, and you're just so happy for them. But at the same time, it's really sad, like not being able to be at the shows and stuff, and like be able to cheer them on, like from being there, you know. But luckily, since like I got hurt at AEW, like they brought me in a couple times for crowd work and stuff. So like that was really nice of them. But yeah, it really sucked. It really fucking sucked. It's like
How
there's
long were
like
you out
no
for?
like way to tippy toe around that shit. It's just like, man, like one day you're doing everything that you love, and you know, like the world is yours basically, and then like the very next day you're like, you got nothing. Like you can't do shit, you can't drive, you can't like go play with your friends. Well, like I say play, but it's really practicing murder. I couldn't play jujitsu with my friends. Like I couldn't like wrestle, you know. And like I couldn't even tattoo because like I had to keep my legs straight out. Like I had to keep my legs straight out for like almost like 4 months, like solid. I couldn't bend my knee. And so like that made it really difficult to tattoo. So I was just like hanging out with my mom and dad, watching Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, like killing it. And they were like, "How did you get so smart?"
I got smart from Wheel of Fortune. Hot damn, not like the lady that couldn't figure out. Wait a minute. Did you guys see or hear about the lady that just had the chance to win the whole thing and she couldn't figure out a feather in her cap with 3 tries?
Dude,
and she was
I've
like
seen
a
that.
teacher and
I've
shit.
seen
She's
that,
a
dude.
teacher. A teacher.
Didn't she
I've
say
seen
like
that.
feather in your map or something like that?
Feather in your hat,
No.
feather in your map, feather, and then she couldn't figure anything else
It was
out for
like-
the third one.
I'd whoop
What
my
a
own ass.
bummer. You know,
She literally had
That was-
3 tries at it, and 2 other people went in front of her, and she even guessed the last letter and still fucked it up.
There was like 3
you
letters
know,
left
that's
too, and
sad,
people were still
because
guessing
like we're
letters
all out
instead
here
of.
like, why couldn't you do it? You know, but
I
then,
feel
like,
so bad
my
too. Like I
husband-
feel bad for her. Like I say this like feeling bad for
yeah,
her.
but
Like I
you
don't
were in that position. You were in the hot seat. You couldn't fucking think of that shit. That lady's
bet
been
you I
going
could. Bet.
night for her life, like a feather in my
With
cap.
3
like, not
with
doing
3
it,
tries
you
though?
know? Like, just
With
fucking
3
know.
tries and the letters in front of you?
That shit was,
Come
that was
on.
wild. That
God.
shit was
You know,
wild.
She's immortal on TV now.
So
Hey,
not
she-
to
she's immortal.
so
No.
not to keep kind of harping on the injury, but to your point, you had brought up the fact that you were starting to do all this stuff with like AEW. You were really starting to like progress through the ranks when the injury happened. I mean, like you said, it sucked. I mean, obviously, we know injuries in general suck, but like obviously, you want to hit the ball, you know, hit the ground rolling when you get back to everything. But what's it like going through like you say, you're really starting to hit your stride at this point, and then it's like, of course, that's
Oh,
when
dude.
things strike, you know.
It was like hitting a brick wall going 100 miles an hour. That's exactly how it felt like. Only living through hitting the brick wall going 100 miles an hour, but then kind of like feeling like you're watching your own funeral happen because everybody's so fucking nice to you, and they're like, "Oh, everything's gonna be okay," you know, and you feel like you're watching your own funeral on the internet, right? And then like a month later, you feel like everybody forgets about you because you're not getting booked on anything. You know, you're not seeing all the cool gifs that people make, you know, and like every once in a while, like something will sprinkle in your timeline and stuff, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah," and like you'll get like a little bit of joy for the day, you know, but then it's like, then it's back to like, "Oh yeah, I can't do anything. I'm like stuck here watching fucking 90 Day Fiance," like.
So that was what was occupying your time of all things?
90 Day Fiance. And then like I was drawing a lot, like I was getting a lot of
That's
like
cool.
work stuff done, like for tattooing and whatnot.
I hear you.
I was getting a lot of that done, but like honestly, like, I was just trying to like keep my spirits up because like it was really like a dark time in my life. Like I've never had to deal with like being at the top of my game and then getting knocked down like super like ridiculous. That's the like I've had surgeries before in my life. Like I had like a brain tumor when I was a little kid, and then like I had my tonsils taken out, and like I've just
I'm
had
about
like
to get all
I've had
4 of my wisdom teeth next week.
I am right. Why right now? Well, I mean, I guess you got
I don't
wisdom.
really have a choice at this point. I'm really upset because I was supposed to do a
Are they
shoey with
impacted?
our home. Yeah, it's impacted and it's really starting to hurt. And I'm really bummed because for any of you guys who are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can check it out. But you know, our last week's past guest, who you might have seen with ICW, No Holds Barred, and all that good stuff, Joel Bateman from Australia, wanted us to do a fucking shoey with him,
Oh,
and I gotta get my damn teeth fucked up. I'm upset about it.
If you were
dude,
getting one
that
pulled, I would say
sucks.
just stuff a gauze and
man,
call it a day.
I
But with
say,
4,
look, I've watched enough doctor shows. Just do the shoey. Who cares, right? I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
I'm
it's
down.
got
I want
alcohol
to do
in
the
it, so-
shoey. Hot damn it.
Come on.
I want to
I
do
mean,
the shoey.
like she said, you don't want to live a boring life. Let's do the shoey.
Yeah,
Let's get it over
I
with.
say.
But what if I
I'll
get a
have
dry
you-
socket on my tooth? You going to help me with that too,
No.
dickhead?
Now,
I got
what if you
pliers. Let's
happen
yank
to
it out.
call the dentist a day or two ahead of time and reschedule that bitch for a week ahead of time? You know.
Well,
Well,
considering I just
don't-
booked it yesterday, there's not a week ahead of time to do it.
Well, not a week or not ahead of time, past after the fact. Should I say?
Tell them you can't stop sneezing.
Yeah,
If
I
I
got sick. I got the
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, but I don't know that it's going to happen on this one.
being recorded, guys.
I know, man. But here's what I want to know.
It's just
Here's
a
what I wanna
dental
know.
appointment. It's not work.
You
It's
know,
okay.
it's one of them things. But you know what's going to be one of those things? We talked about Mania weekend. You said Mania weekend is going to be dope for you. One of those things that I want to talk about, because ring the bell, I'm going to be in that bitch because me and Devin are going. But I heard that you're going to be taking on Masha Slamovich at MPW Bangerz only. Now, tell me about that. What are your thoughts on facing Masha Slamovich, or as Corey said, Slamovich? I don't know if she's going to be able to slam Lindsay, but I mean, I'm just saying it's going to be a hell of a matchup.
Oh, dude, I'm so happy for this shit, man. I've known Masha like basically like almost her whole career. I feel like I met her when she was like very young in her career, and I'm really stoked for this shit because me and her are gonna fucking destroy each other, and I'm pretty sure that's what the people want to see, right?
I mean, I'm with it. I for one am looking forward to seeing it. Devin and I are going to be there. We definitely got to link up. I know Devin's going to be trying to get you a beer or something because that asshole's always got podcast juice on him. But I mean, I'm just looking forward to getting into this warm weather. But I mean, dude, they named the card Bangerz only. And I mean, shout out to our friends at Mission Pro Wrestling.
Fitting.
Those of you guys that have been
Very
following us for a while. We sponsored the first chance at Thunder Rosa trying to kill Dave LaGreca in person.
Yeah,
I'm just saying we were one of the proud sponsors of that show. I mean, Dave survived that night. And I mean, hey, now him and Thunder Rosa are friends. Shout out to our friends at Busted Open. But I'm looking forward to getting back down there to MPW Bangerz only. I mean, what my thing, so going into a match with somebody like Masha Slamovich, obviously, you said you've known her for a long time. I like this matchup just simply for the fact that, like we were talking about before we hit that go red, go live button. I mean, I'm looking forward to any of you guys who listen to Unlocking the Cage with Jimmy Smith. I kind of did say I wanted to see if his leg locks were as good as they said they were. And we were talking about rolling. So with all those things you've been doing, like jiu-jitsu and trying to learn how to murder people with your friends, how you think that's going to help you against Masha come Mania weekend?
Well, I've definitely been I've been training a lot longer than her. I've been competing a lot longer than her. So the knowledge is definitely on my side. The time is on my side. The only thing that she has on me, maybe a couple years as far as age goes. But I think that that Russian Dynamite, she's not faced anybody like me before in the ring, and I got a lot of different shit that she might not be prepared for. per se. But yeah, man, I really respect her a lot. I love that she just dominates everybody that she's in the ring with. So I'd like to give her something a little bit different, something that the people haven't seen her face before, something that Impact hasn't very well handed to her yet. So she's got another thing coming for her in the American Kaiju. She's got a little bit of Welcome to Florida coming to her by way of Dallas.
Hey, man, I like it. What up, though,
man
Lee?
making her way to Dallas, huh?
I mean, I like it. I mean, that could sound like Snack Crapple Pop. I mean, all I know is I'm glad that I get to be in the building for it. But you mentioned Impact. That brings up somebody else that I wanted to ask you about. The last time that we were talking, you were telling me that you wanted to do some more tag team stuff with your friend Lady Frost. Is that something that's on the agenda for your return?
That's my girl. Hell yeah. I mean, as far as it being on the agenda, there's nothing on the books for as far as right now goes. But that doesn't mean that I'm not trying to make it happen. Hey, we look really good together. We fight really good together. I can throw her at people. Come on. What more do you guys want? Put us against some motherfuckers. Let's do
I mean, Gorilla Press. I mean, what do you think about Lady Frost and the American Kaiju as a tag team? I mean, a good prerequisite is being able to throw your partner like a human javelin. I'm just saying.
Dart.
I mean, Snow and Frost.
I mean,
we are the winter supremacy. Like, we're the coalition of the winter supremacy.
That's a hell of a name. That's a mouthful. The coalition of the women the winners. I said the women's supremacy. Hot damn, I can't already say it. Hey man, I gotta get it together. I'm the one over here running my mouth and I can't even spit it out. Son of a bitch.
Sorry, I fell off my raft.
See,
hey,
she
I
fell
knew
off
it was gonna
raft.
happen at least once.
I was wondering.
It's gonna float away.
All right, sorry, it's a wave pool now.
It's a wave pool now. Okay. All right. It's catchy. Gorilla Press says it's catchy. I'll sign him up. Hey man, I'm with it. Let's see it. I mean, promoters, if you're listening to this, I want to see that shit. Run it. Let's see it. Run it Mania weekend. I'm sure they'll be down there along with fellow past guests of the show, the Savage Gentleman, Victor Benjamin. I'm sure we'll run into him once we get down there too.
He's such a good, he's so talented too, man. God, they're such a power couple. It makes me sick how cute they are. I told him, I was like, y'all gonna give me diabetes, how fucking sweet you are.
I followed Victor on Twitter after our show that we had him on with, and he's always posting stuff about him and his wife. And to your point, they're very fitting together. They do a great job together.
So wholesome.
And they're always pumping each other up whenever they get the chance.
Not make a movie about you two?
See, look at Corey pulling on all those heartstrings. Shout out to Sophia watching us all the way from Canada. I appreciate you. Thanks for tweeting it out. If you guys are following us at KO3C Pod, make sure you're doing that. Hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Man. Go ahead. My bad.
Great white neighbor to the north.
I know, man. Like, it's fun. Do you know how many people a day I have to like tell it?
Killing you over here.
I'm just taking it all in. I don't think I've laughed this much on a show. This is ridiculous.
Hey, man. Look, that's what happens. I mean, that's as good a thing as any to talk about. I mean, Lindsay, we've known each other at this point for what, 3-4 years, something like that at this point, since like the Evolve and Shine days, like when we first started going around Evolve. Speaking of which, we just had Karam on again recently. I remember, man, that seems like it was so long ago, but damn, dude, I miss Evolve and all that stuff. I know you're still doing your thing with Shine. How have things been with that?
Oh, well, it sucks because, like, okay, not Shine sucks. My last 2 appearances there have sucked because my opponent got hurt for one show, and then another show, my uncle passed away, so I wasn't able to make it. So it really sucks for me this year. But I'm supposed to be on the next show, so everything's looking up. It'll be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. I just keep
first of all, sorry about your uncle. I mean, that's as good a reason as any to miss a show. I understand that. So sorry about your uncle.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, he was like my second dad. I don't really like talk too much about my like personal life on the internet. So like it's good that I'm like letting people know about what happened now because like previously I just like kind of like didn't show up and didn't say anything. So that's kind of bad on me. But I was like, it's my personal life, you know, like I don't feel like talking about it. So sorry.
Very understandable, especially with the way people love to act on the internet nowadays. It's almost better that way to just kind of keep it under wraps. I know that's what I do for the most part with myself as well.
Yeah, I kind of like to give my family a little bit more respect. So like when it comes to like family matters and stuff, I definitely try not to speak about it because like, you know, like you get like weird stuff in the mail sometimes. Like people be sending stuff to my parents' house. Like I got some mail from like this dude in Germany before at my parents' house, and it was like pictures of me. It's like real creepy. But like, so I try to like not include like my family or like, you know, like my mom, my dad, like my sister and like my niece and nephews. I try not to like include them on stuff just because like I like to give them their own privacy. They didn't choose the life that I that I have chosen. So I don't want them to have to pay for it, you know? So it's kind of like a weird way to look at it, but it's like also like, you know, like they have their own lives too. Like just because I do this doesn't mean they want to, you know, have to deal with the consequences of me doing this.
Well, I mean, we just run the little show, right? But whenever you kind of subject yourself to the spot like this, you know, you almost know that there's going to be criticisms that come back. So like to your point, you don't want to get people that aren't necessarily involved for no reason, you know. So
exactly, like my parents, like they know I wrestle, they know that I tattoo and everything like that, but like as far as like my life goes whenever I'm not around them, you know, like I'm sure they don't want to get a 3-page essay about how much of a bad guy I was at this show that I have like completely like ruined this person's image of myself, you know, like my parents don't want to get that.
I guess if that's all you're getting, it could be worse then, right?
Oh no, there's other stuff. I'm just omitting it.
She's modest.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You know?
I was gonna say I'm not like I said. Right? Lindsay and I have hung out off the show, and I am not surprised. I'm just gonna leave it at this. I wouldn't be surprised. Right. I'm just gonna say that. But anyway, that's as good a thing as any to talk about. So you talked about tattoos. Obviously, for any of you guys who were so kind to go buy one of those knockouts and 3-count shirts, now you know where the design came from. What's been new on the tattoo front? Any badass tattoos lately? Anything that you are particularly hyped up about? I mean, I, for one, got to tell you, you know, I got people that, especially at work now that I'm starting to wear just our regular work shirts, and they see my tattoos because my right arm's pretty well fucking full at this point.
Oh, how'd that thing heal?
You won't be able to see it good here, but I'll show you. Yeah, right. I tried it. It's like the third or fourth week. I can't do it. It won't work. There it goes. There you go.
Hell yeah!
That's like the best I can get it to go. But did you get the shirt? Is the question.
I did get it. I did. I gotta take a picture and send it to you.
Please do, because those things definitely flew off the wall too.
This is
that's awesome.
This is becoming like a segment because we're, you know, of course we got to push the shirts, and for anyone out there, get you some damn shirts.
We still got some motherfucking shirts. Get you one.
Kyle's always trying to show off the design.
Yes.
So it's becoming like a, if not, you know, twice weekly. It's
like
not every show. It's every other show where he's doing the. Hold on, I'll get it. It's over. It's over there.
Well,
just
thank
fucking
you guys for the opportunity to design it. I mean, I didn't really have to design it. You just told me what you really wanted on it, and I just drew it. So it was pretty rad for me.
I'm just forewarning you. I'm very unartistic, so.
How long you been doing tattoos?
Did you affiliate yourself, I guess, as like a creative person when you were younger? I mean, obviously you have to kind of be now to be a tattoo artist and everything else that kind of comes involved with just being in the wrestling world in general. But growing up, did you feel that way?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. I like as soon as I was old enough to like hold a pencil or pen in my hand, I was drawing and painting. It was just put my hands in paint, like making messes everywhere. My poor parents' walls were all fucked up. Like,
Well, what was the transition from going from the artistic side to actually deciding to dig some ink in somebody's skin?
Probably when I'm like 11, I gave myself like I pierced my ears myself, and I started tattooing myself when I'm like 11. And then I ran into this lady who she's actually like one of my mentors now. I ran into her at a grocery store, and she's just covered in tattoos. Like I just seen her just like all like her chest is all done, like hands, like like I was like, oh, I want to look like her when I grow up. It's just like whenever you see somebody that you like realize that you're supposed to like, oh, like that is really cool. I think I want to grow up and look like that person.
Wait, so
Like
at age
I don't know if
11?
that ever like happened to y'all whenever y'all was little, but like I was like obsessed with like American Gladiators and this lady.
I remember the show.
Oh, yeah.
So
You didn't actually have a tattoo gun at age 11, though, did you?
what's that?
You didn't actually have a tattoo gun at age 11, did you?
No, I wrapped a needle in thread and dipped it in ink and was tattooing myself like that.
Oh,
No shit.
the hard
That's
way.
ballsy. At
Yeah.
that age, that's ballsy.
So it probably just got easier as time came, Tattoos they
Yeah,
get easier that way.
well, not necessarily easier. It just made more sense. Because
Makes
like then
sense.
I had an electric machine that I got to learn how that worked, and then I got to learn how to apply properly tattoos.
What was your first tattoo?
What's that?
What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo, one that I did.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it or not. Wait, is it on this foot? Oh wait, what is it on? Hold on.
We're
Sorry.
killing it with the.
Let me check my feet real quick.
There's a pig on the bottom of this foot that kind of wore off, but that was like the first tattoo I ever did, and like I was,
Ouch.
yeah, probably like 11.
That's crazy. You committed to the bottom of the foot.
That's a full send if I ever saw one.
Just for the reasons I'm assuming, so that it'd be easier to hide. I'm assuming that's what
I
your
couldn't
thoughts
fucking
were.
let my parents see that shit. I'm 11, dude. You think?
Hey,
you think
okay,
I
hold on. You say that, and first of all, I am not ignoring the fine people that are in the comments. Lee, who I appreciate you on Twitter, always showing love every time Lindsay stops through. He says he's looking forward to getting Tito finished this year.
Oh yeah, I did this badass dragon on her arm. It's sick. But yeah, I can't believe I just showed everybody my feet for free. You jerk.
I was about to say, man, you're gonna be getting all the foot fetish people looking at this shit. Hot damn!
A lot of people pay
for I just blew my only feet spot, man.
Plug where they
where
they can give you some donations, or where they can pick up some merch real quick, since they just got the free foot show.
Oh shit, dude!
Dang it!
Hey, they did say this would knock out some 3 counts after dark, man.
I mean, Kyle already coined it. I mean, maybe that needed to be the. Apparently, that needed to be the title of the episode.
Right.
Since we're kind of on the topic of tattoos, I guess, what would you kind of classify your style as? Are you somebody that kind of focuses on one style of tattooing, like color work particular or something like that, or do you kind of go across the board?
I mean, I feel like I just have ADD with everything in my life. So I like a lot of different styles of tattooing. I like American traditional. I specialize in American traditional and Japanese traditional. I love like super fancy lettering. I love old school lettering. I love like old English lettering. I love just making shit look badass, and I love making people happy and making cool stuff. I like having fun with people, and like I like tattooing good people, and like, man, I just like making fun stuff. And yeah, I just try to approach every tattoo with like the correct finesse, and like I attack everything with skill and precision. Like I've been doing this shit for 18 years, so it's like
Mhm.
like I think I know what I'm doing. So
Hey
it's just
man,
really
you
fun.
killed it on the design you did on me. Like I said, we had a good time, and I just want to say thank you, Aljo, because I won $150 while I was in the fucking seat. Even though you can't bet in Florida, but anyway,
Hey.
hey man, just
Hey,
saying. But
everything
hey,
is a
it was
little
a
bit
good.
illegal.
Hey, it
It'll
was
be
it was a good time for me, but something to talk about that day. Like I said, it was a good time. I was down there with the homie Mega Ran, who is going to be down there with me again in Dallas. Swerve Scott, now Strickland, if I can spit it out.
One of them.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, now Shane Swerve Strickland again was with us at the shop. What are your thoughts on
I've tattooed Swerve before too.
what'd you do on him, and what are your thoughts on his debut with AEW the other night?
Dude, he's sick. I just want to see good things happen to that man. He's such a good dude. I'm just real proud of him for pushing forward and drudging through, because like, dude, it's easy to get lost in the mix, and it's easy to get butthurt or sad about how shit winds up sometimes, but it's life, man. And like, I think that he kept the ball rolling, and I'm just like really, really proud of him and real happy for him. I did like the I don't know if you've seen it or not, but like he has like on his ribs, he has like a dread skull with like go tooth on it, and I did that for him. So that was pretty fun.
That's badass. See,
It is badass.
Yeah.
here's the question: how many wrestlers do you end up tattooing at this point?
I tattooed a lot of wrestlers. Dang, it's like hard for me to remember. I need to write down the list of people I've tattooed. I've tattooed Mercedes Martinez. I've tattooed Viperous. I've tattooed Danny Jordan. Swerve. I tattooed. Fuck. Dude.
A bunch of motherfuckers.
Bunch of
What,
Yeah,
what would be
obviously
really
I tattooed Shannon Moore. Jeff's gonna get tattooed from me some point this year. Jeff Hardy.
no shit.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've got, dude, it's escaping me right now. He's got a son. Son's super blonde. He was always really bloody. Did death matches. Worked for WWE. Why is it escaping me?
Trying to think.
His son's super
Blonde.
blonde.
His son's super blonde.
Yeah, and he used to have super blonde hair. Oh my god.
Gorilla Press says you're very soon to tattoo him as well.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah, I
Yeah,
am. You and Masha.
That's what.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
What-
Hot dance.
What would be cool?
Now
Tattoo
that's.
my bitch. I'm just kidding.
I was
What would
gonna
be
say, what
cool
the
is-
hell? You're gonna tattoo her in the ring, and then you're just gonna, is it like a peace offering? Like, you know what? We're gonna fight in the ring, but I'm gonna just hook you up with this dope ass tattoo.
You hit
after
with
we're
this
done.
tattoo, then whip your
And
ass.
I'll fucking tattoo my name on her. Who knows?
Oh, there you go. Hell
She
yeah.
might like
That'd
that.
be great. That'd be great. What would be
Her
cool is
too.
if you ran like a Twitter thread and got all the different wrestlers that you've had, done work on to this point, and have them all post pictures of
Oh,
what you've
Carino.
done for them.
Colby Carino. Okay.
Oh,
Steve. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know why that escaped me for so long. I tattooed him. I tattooed a bunch of like people in bands. Yeah, I've been doing this a long time, so it's like hard.
Do you
for me to
have like
remember,
do you
all the
do you
famous
have like a
people I've
favorite
tattooed.
one out of them? Because that was the cool thing doing the show
Favorite
now at this point is
person?
like, no, just favorite person you've tattooed. Is there anybody that's like reached out to you to have him tattoo to you? Have you tattoo him that sticks out at all?
I mean, like, there's like little stories here and there, like that have, like people have reached out to me, like not necessarily like famous people or anything like that, but like one story that I can think of that, possibly like rings most true to like being like the most like meaningful is, I had tattooed this gentleman, and he ended up
He said, Lee said
tat-
it's him.
yeah, I had tattooed him, and one of his friends came and got the tattoo that I did on him from me, so that was pretty cool. Oh, I tattooed Amanda, Brody's wife.
Yeah.
I tattooed
Oh, cool.
her. I actually did the tattoo that Brody had on him, and she brought that to me, and I got to tattoo that on her. And
That's
it was
dope.
actually,
That's
I
what's
think it
up,
was
man.
actually on the anniversary of, either like they're getting together or the anniversary of his death. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but that was definitely a really like meaningful, like really super special one too.
Now,
That's dope.
what I'm kind of wondering, right? I mean, obviously, like they're kind of leaning towards like who's the celebrity, who's the big. What I want to know is, was there any like major piece that you did, like somebody's back, or a full set or sleeve or whatever the case be? What was your big standout moment, I guess you could say, in tattooing to you, where it was like
Oh
this
no,
is kind of where I like put my flag on top of the hill, I guess you could say.
what? I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. What did you say?
What was like your crowning achievement, I guess you could say, like where your big piece that you were the most proud of, like what was the thing, the single piece, I guess you could say, in your tattooing career that like stands out to you the most?
Oh man.
I know I hate to isolate it to one, but
I would probably say like the thing that stands out the most in my career would probably be like my first times that I did like a big tattoo, and it was this dude's last name on his lower back in Old English, and that shit just like, I go to bed like at night, I'm just like, oh, Isabella, like, I just like it keeps me up at night. Not in a bad way or anything. It's like I did that shit 18 years ago, but I still think about it. I'm like, oh man, like that dude has his last name across his lower back in 5-inch letters, like all the way across. Like, I'm like, oh my god, and like that was like the biggest tattoo I had done at the time, and I was like, I put that dude through so much hell, like. I just keep like, I'll think about like how long that thing took me, and I'm just like, oh, that poor dude.
well, when I was
But
thinking of
Why
that,
across the bottom of your back though?
was just
Like
gonna
I
say
feel
that.
like
Why
that's
did
like the
you had
shoulder
tramp
spot.
stamp yourself.
yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask him. I'm like 17
Fuck
at
it,
the
pay
time.
me. I'll do a
Okay.
good job.
You could have
I
put that
was
anywhere. You could have
hurt.
put it anywhere.
When I was thinking about that question, I was kind of wondering what direction you were going to go with that. Were you going to go with something in your like more modern career, where of course you, to your point, you've been doing this for, you said, I think 18 years. So of course you're always advancing and learning new techniques and stuff. Where I was wondering if you were going to go back in time to when it was like your first big thing that kind of like sticks out. I always
I
wonder
feel
these things,
that's like the most appropriate way to go with that one, because it's like I do cool stuff all the time. I'm working on the sleeve on Rosemary, um, or Courtney Rush. I'm doing it. I don't know which one to to refer to when I'm talking about her tattoo. Do I refer to her as a demon, or do I refer to her as Courtney?
I know, right?
Like,
Gotta get the
but
split personality right.
I'm doing a Dragon Ball Z sleeve on her. It's like part Dragon Ball Z, part Full Metal Alchemist. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, like I'm doing so much really awesome stuff these days. So it's really difficult to pinpoint something that like
Mhm.
I'm like in particularly proud of, because I'm really proud of all the work I'm doing currently. I'm really proud of everything that I've been putting out. I think that you know, I've definitely put in the time, and like I said, I approach everything with like a lot of like the most skill and the most finesse that a 5'2" kaiju can possess. So
Well,
you
I,
know,
I
trying
always say it in my
to
line of work, right? Like I work in construction, I do garage doors for a living, but I always say when I'm talking to customers, I'm like, I treat your stuff like it's my house. And I can imagine in yours reference, it's like you treat them like it's your skin, I guess you could say, you know, like
yeah, I got
you
this
want to
little
do the
baby
best
angel
work
hand.
possible, you know?
Hey man, all I can say is anybody on the fence about
shit.
getting some work done from Lindsay Snow, I can tell you it's A1. Hey, I might have to see you about this Stone Cold Skull that I'm getting to finish up this sleeve over here. I'm
Do it
gonna
in
get that
Mania.
done. I mean, you know, I'm gonna be in Mania for about 5
Do
days,
it.
and
Do it.
Devin, hold on a minute. I'm not scared. I
Gotta
mean, fuck,
do
she's
it.
already tattooed me at this point.
Do
It's
it.
a little late for that. But fucking Devin's been saying he needed to get tattooed by you for the longest time. So shit, maybe that'll be something that
Hey,
we get into come Texas. Maybe we might have
that
to
sounds
talk
like a
about
party
that
to
for
me.
sure.
Let's hang
I
out.
mean,
Let's get wild.
There you
I'm
go.
with it. See, now talking about hanging out and let's get wild, I'm calling it out. I hear all this talking about limb collecting and snapping arms and choking fools and all this kind of shit. I
I just
mean,
got to be able to come back from Texas. I'm not trying to go back to jail, guys. Come on.
well, I'm just saying,
Hey,
I like we were talking.
Kyle's the one that's gonna get you there. He's a party animal. He's nuts.
Hold on a minute. Whoa. We've got the
Wow.
roles confused here, sir. When we
Oh,
went to Cheapy Creepy, I
I don't know what
remember
you're talking about.
you being ready to
I don't
go.
know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
I know
guys,
you don't.
we're talking about playing jujitsu for all of the other people that are
Yeah.
I
in the
know
back
that.
a little bit. It's jujitsu.
I know that.
We're not talking about the new emojis that are rolling out with the beans and the disco balls and shit.
I didn't put any of said emojis anywhere near there. You just took it into the left corner. I was just saying I have been seeing a lot of the
What do you
stuff you've been talking about. Like you said, you've
think?
been
You've never had a
training again.
conversation with me before. Come on, man.
I mean, I didn't say I was surprised. I just said that I was not taking it into left field. I was just getting to the point that I've been seeing what you've been doing on those jiu-jitsu mats. And like I said, I've already laid the challenge out Mania weekend to Jimmy Smith and our good friend Kyle from Pele Pro down there, who was getting ready to do his thing with Davey Richards and our good buddy Isaiah Broner and all those guys. If you're in the
He's like
man,
my
he's
brother.
yeah, he's going to be doing a seminar at our buddy show March 19th and all that good stuff coming up. So, Kyle, when I get down there, man, I saw you competed at Naga. We'll have to see if you still remember some of that stuff from Naga come Dallas. But, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to Texas. It's going to be a damn good time. I guess before I let you get out of here, I mean, what are your biggest goals as you're getting back out on the wrestling scene from your knee? What do you want to get into in 2022? Is there anything in particular that you've got on that list? I mean, we've seen you do the gamut so far. So what are you looking forward to getting into as you're getting back out there from injury?
Belt season, possibly.
I want to go out there and continue driving that murder bus to Strangletown, man.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get signed. Obviously, who doesn't want to be signed? I want to get out to Japan. If all like travel stuff lifts, I would really just want to get out to Japan, man. That's been my dream since day one of starting training pro wrestling, is to get to Japan. I feel like I would do real well out there. I feel like I would be welcomed pretty decent out there. Even if they hate me, that'd be great.
No,
Even
I
if
think
they hate me.
I think the personality would definitely be a hit. The character, and especially the action that you put on, even in the ring too. I feel all of it would be a hit over there. I feel.
Thank you.
I
Yeah,
agree. I agree. Hell yeah.
I definitely take a lot of pride in my work, and I'm I'm just I'm ready to get out there. I want to travel more. I really hope that the world kind of like opens up a little bit more. I know like currently that's asking a lot. um but we could all hope and pray that everything gets a little bit better on the other side of the world right now. um
You're not
I don't
lying.
really want to talk about it too much. It's
I
really
get you.
fucking depressing. But I'm obviously we all been thinking about it a lot. So I would like for everything to like kind of like calm down over there, and everybody to kind of like make it a little bit safer for everybody to start traveling again. Yeah, man, I just want to go out there and show everybody what I'm capable of. Continue fighting amazing opponents. Like I'm so lucky with like all the people that have been gracing my lists lately. Like earlier we was talking about Masha, and yeah, man, I'm really excited to rip shit up with her. I got a couple people lined up in the next couple weeks. I'm wrestling Renee Michelle I'm actually like defending my USA Pro championship coming up, not this weekend but next weekend, against Renee Michelle. And she's been on Dark a few times. She's super talented. She's married to Drake Maverick too, so that's pretty
Rockstar
cool.
Spud.
Right.
Yeah, dude. So I'm really excited to work with her. She's super talented, real beautiful lady, really talented in the ring. And yeah, man, like I said, I'm just really happy with who all I've been able to work with. The companies that have been bringing me in, like OVW, Al Snow has brought me in earlier this year, and like FIP and Shine and everything. I've just been really really lucky, and I just hope that my my good luck strain doesn't end anytime soon, because I'm having a really good time. And being back off of the bench is it's a great feeling. I'm not gonna lie. Being able to just see my friends again has been amazing. Being able to work on the mat again, just being able to just be in the ring, dude, that's just like a feeling I never want to lose that again, especially not for how long I was gone for this time. Like freak, I didn't think I was going to be out a whole year, but then like stuff kept happening, and I kept having to push my return back and back and back out of things that were out of my control. So I was just like, oh no, when is it ever going to be my turn again? So, I'd like to do this thing again injury free until I retire.
There you go.
Well, I am sending you all the best luck when it comes to working injury free and all those things. But hey, I got one other thing I wanted to ask you about. So, as I mentioned, when we were doing that tattoo, when we were in Florida, we were watching some UFC. I gotta get your thoughts on what are your thoughts on Paige Van Zandt coming to AEW, because you've trained MMA and jiu-jitsu and things like that. How do you think somebody like her stacks up? Because I've had about 5 people already ask me this already. And since I knew I was going to be chatting with you, I figured you'd be as good a person as any to ask, what do you think about her debuting with AEW? Because I was talking about it with Jimmy this morning on his show and gave my 2 cents. So I'd love to hear what you think.
Well, I mean, WWE had Ronda, so AEW's got to counteract with something, right? And Zan, she's way hard.
I mean, one was more successful
You ain't
in
lying.
MMA, one was
You ain't
more
lying.
successful in the 1 to 10 scale. You are correct in that one, yes.
That's all I gotta say about that.
I mean, dude, it's funny you say that,
Enough
and I
said.
say that not
Enough
even just
said.
from I know, but it's funny you say that, because Jimmy was asking me earlier. He was like, "But do you think, like just her looks alone is going to be able to help her, because she didn't have the best record in UFC and bare knuckle and all that?" I was like, "Look, dude,"
Ronda?
I was like, I mean, Ronda was undefeated for a long fucking time, though.
Could Ronda actually wrestle? No. Could Ronda actually like throw punches? No. She could just do jujitsu and judo very well, you know? And like that's what she had going for her. And granted, Ronda's still a beautiful lady, but Paige is hot.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're
And
not wrong.
like
She ain't lying.
if you're gonna do something in entertainment and you're gonna get somebody that's hot and actually wants to entertain, Ronda don't give a fuck about entertaining. She wants to raise babies and be on a farm. Paige cares about entertaining people. She makes TikToks and shit. Like that's all
She makes
cares about.
TikToks and shit. She's entertaining.
That's a great description of somebody
I'm
who's trying to
busting it down,
entertain.
like,
She
at
makes
ground
TikToks
level.
and shit.
This is all the
Love
things that AEW cares about, you know? Like, look at all the people that work for AEW. What are they doing? They're making TikToks. All of like all the females are dancing, making TikToks and stuff. You know, like that's what's popular. That's what's hot right now. Paige does that stuff. So it's free advertising for AEW to use this person that actually wants to be in the public eye. Ronda doesn't want to be in the public eye. Ronda wants to go make babies and raise pigs. Like she doesn't want to be on TikTok. You know,
I can definitely appreciate what her whole background is, but that's a very valid point. Like she does.
She's not wrong, man. I mean, she did just come back from that.
That's a great point.
Whenever she's
dude.
not active, that's her number one thing. Is like she just completely backs out, doesn't do any interviews, doesn't do any media, not even socials or nothing really. Yeah.
No, she doesn't want to do it, and I respect that wholeheartedly. Yeah. She's a great mom. She's a great wife. You know, she has her goals, you know, like I don't hate on her for having her goals. I actually super respect her for having her goals and not wanting to do this stuff, just fulfilling what her contract is, because she doesn't want to do it, you know, and she's like letting her contract expire so that somebody else that actually wants to do it can get it. And like that's like the least selfish thing that you can do. Like she was put in this spot. She didn't want that spot. Paige wants that spot. You know, there's the difference. Vince was trying to capitalize on Ronda's fame, and she didn't care. You know, like Paige is like, oh, you mean they want to give me money to make TikToks? The thing that I was already doing for free? Okay, you know, like it's stupid to not, you know. I don't know. That's just my point of view. I could be completely fucking wrong. Who knows? But that's just how I see the world.
That's why I asked, though. I wanted to know from a female point of view because, like, I'm not going to lie. When she first came in, I mean, when Ronda first came in, obviously.
So, I don't know.
I mean, hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Nothing you said was wrong because, I mean, obviously, Paige is definitely not hard to look at. Obviously. No way. Second of all, I mean,
like Paige. I'm like, yes, girl, post another TikTok. Let me get that secret. Like,
before we do kind of close the show, since you do train and so on and so forth, and Kyle, we're bringing up the MMA section. Do you have a favorite active fighter at the moment?
Ooh, active? Oh man. Well, I got a couple friends that are active right now in UFC. My friend Hannah Goldie. Yeah, I really love watching her. She's an amazing mom, and she actually fought 6 months after having her son, which is insanity to me.
I remember
powerhouse. She's like another little tiny girl like me, but like super jacked.
She's
spicy.
jacked though. She's like ultra jacked though.
Yeah, she's real spicy. I love her. Yeah, there's a couple of females that I really love out there right now. Obviously I love Paige. Duh, that's just like everybody loves Paige. But like as far as like my favorite fighters of all time, definitely Fedor is number one. If I ever have a child, I'm naming it after him.
You're gonna be Fedor. Kill them all.
Yeah, dude. Fedor Snow.
There you go.
There you go. That's a hell of a name. Now
It's pretty
that
intimidating.
you
right
hear
there.
that name coming?
middle name. No middle name.
No middle name.
Hell no. Yep, you're in trouble.
Only reason why I posed the question is today, actually, we're just a couple hours before the show went live. Two of my favorite fighters, Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson, officially got their match announced. So my nerves are running high, but I'm very excited for probably what ends up being Michael Chandler kind of putting Tony Ferguson to his career to an end, unfortunately. But
damn, you're calling the
we shall
shot like
see.
that.
He's calling it
We
right
shall
now.
see. I do, man. Michael Chandler's
I know. He said it's a foregone shit.
it's a tough matchup.
I always
man.
forget his name. This is terrible. I always forget his name. But the dude who talks all the time, is it Tyron Woodley that talks all the time?
Colby Covington.
And he's like, "Why hit me so hard, man?"
No,
Like,
Big Mouth, dude. Kevin Holland.
Yeah,
Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
Okay, so I love him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
He-
I like
He's hard to hate on, man.
Like,
Kevin
he
Holland's
pops
a
me
shit.
so hard. Like whenever they had the fights in Las Vegas, where it was like nobody was there and you could just hear everything he was
Hell
saying.
yeah.
I
They had a
was
big
like
win
so
last weekend.
dead. I was so
Yeah.
dead. I was like, oh my god, he pops me so hard. Like, why is this so funny? And like he was like, man, why you hit me so hard? And then like his opponent goes, I'm sorry, man, I'm just doing my job. He's like, I know, man.
Just trying to win a fight, man. Shut up.
Hey, like J-Bone said, man, he just got a big dub this past weekend, along with another fellow big mouth in Colby Covington. So
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, Colby Covington. Oh my god.
so you're a
fun.
Covington fan, huh? All right.
Do you agree with the now king of Miami?
Okay, I'm a fan of people that talk. I love talking. I like Chael. I loved it when Chael would have promos. Oh my god.
Chael can still talk his ass off.
Yeah.
He's amazing. I love Chael.
You're
Chael
not
should
kidding,
be a
man.
manager. He should be like a manager in WWE or AEW.
Well, dude, he trained at the WCW power plant. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he already could take a bump. Let's go. Put Uncle Chael in the ring. That's what I'm talking about. If I got the potential, put Uncle Chael in the fucking ring. Well, damn, we've been talking for about an hour. Like I said, I'm on my way down to Dallas. I'm calling out Jimmy Smith. I'm calling out the American Kaiju. Hell, maybe I'll come back with some new ink come when I come back from Dallas and before I head down to Vegas.
It might be on a hospital bracelet, but hey.
I mean, fuck. You know,
you are in for a hell of a weekend, dude.
Hey,
you better watch them heels and elbows.
Knocking them down.
There you go. That's what I'm talking
Come on
about.
with it. I already said scared money don't make no money. So until then and until in between then, Lindsay, let them know where they can find you and anything that you want to let everybody know to check out. Uh-oh, did it freeze?
Oh, yeah.
She's cracking up over there.
All right. Well, I was trying to set you up to let them know where to find you on social media and all that good stuff. But until the next time.
Hear anything that happened, my bad. Everybody just went like fucking.
That's why I said I was like, I don't know if it froze, but yeah, let them know where they can find you on social media since you have apparently became the Florida Ma'am. It's not the Florida Man, it's the Florida Ma'am. Let them know where they can find you and anything you want them to know.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at the Florida Ma'am, MAAM. So yeah, just hit me up on there. You can find me up on there. And during Mania week, I will be out in Dallas, so look for me out there. I only got one show announced right now, but there will be some other things happening. I can promise you that. Next week, I will be defending my USA Pro Women's Championship against Renee Michelle out here in Orlando in this beautiful state of Florida where we can be up in the pool in March.
Best podcast background in the world right there.
Thanks for having me. It's always a blast.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate y'all and everything that you do.
Well, hold on a second,
thank
and
you.
until next time, until the in-between time, like I said, next time you hear me, I might be talking a little different since they're about to rip my fucking teeth out. But until next time, peace!